So, good morning. This is my reading for the week ahead, connecting to the collective energies and hoping to find a little bit of guidance for all of us, including myself. So, the first card, the card to really sum up the week ahead, is the Three of Swords. Now, I quite like this card, if I'm honest. I like the simplicity of it. I like the symmetry of it. And to me, the swords reflect our words, and the heart then represents the heart. So very often, particularly as advice, I see this as card as speaking your truth, being emotionally honest with the people around you. Christmas, I guess, is a complicated time when lots of us maybe feel we can't be really honest about our emotions, when we feel that we do need to keep the peace or maybe compromise in ways that we wouldn't normally want to. So this is about really starting off the new year by being honest, emotionally honest about how you feel, about what you need, about where your boundaries are. I was reading a book the other day about being nice and about how actually being nice is very often saying yes when you mean no. And so it's very much that energy. And I think life would be a lot easier if we could all be gently, emotionally honest with the people around us. So this is a great week to really start doing that. You know, if you really want to say no, say no. If you really want to say this doesn't work for me or I'm not comfortable with this, then say it. And if you really want to say I'm sad, I'm lonely, I'm overwhelmed, instead of saying I'm fine, say I'm struggling right now. So really try speaking your truth this week. I think it will make a real difference. Lovely to have people here. I will read all the comments at the end and check in with everybody. I hope you're all doing well. I started work yesterday. So I'm working through my year ahead readings for people and seeing clients as well from today. And I was really lucky yesterday. I spent a whole day doing shamanic work, which is one of my favorite ways to spend a day. But it turned out we really connected to some very snowy Icelandic energies, and I think it was very much connected with the spirit of winter. So I was left yesterday feeling somewhat chilled, but rather exhilarated actually from doing shamanic work. So yeah, for me, definitely the year has started, and I am fully back to work. And interestingly, there is the next card. There is the advice, the Eight of Pentacles, a card of getting the job done. Now, this may, for you, it may refer to your work, it may refer to a relationship, it may refer to your house, your health. In a general reading like this, you need to apply the card to the area you feel that it most fits for you. The Eight of Pentacles is learning a skill. The Eight of Pentacles is systemizing your life. The Eight of Pentacles is being organized and being very focused. I'm not a great believer in multitasking. I tend to think it just slows the whole process down. I'm a great believer in just getting one thing done, even if I spend 10 minutes on it, and then moving on. So the Eight of Pentacles says this is a week to really get focused on something, to get one part of your life organized, whatever that may be. For me, it's definitely getting back to work. For you, it might be diet, it might be exercise, it may be your home. For those of you, I'm still can't keep up with the news in England regarding schools. This might be actually, sorting your children out if they are learning from home. But this is about being focused, organized. And what I like about the Eight of Pentacles, if you look at it carefully, you can see that the background seems to have receded, and that this guy, woman, man, who knows, is totally focused on what he's doing. So this is about, we can find pleasure if we are totally in the moment, if we are totally focused on what we're doing. We can get pleasure from that. I think we lose energy, I think we lose joy, I think we lose time when we sort of split ourselves up and we're thinking about the past and we're worrying about the future, and we lose the value of that moment. So to me, the Eight of Pentacles is very much about the power of the moment and making every moment count. And the final card, though I will look at the card at the bottom of the pack, Queen of Wands. Now this, that to me, the gender of these cards refers to our psychology. It's nothing to do with the physical body. The Queen of Wands is self-confident. The Queen of Wands is feeling joy, which for many of us with the sort of the COVID restrictions rumbling on, it seems like a hard thing to find, but it is there. And what I love about the Queen of Wands is the sunflowers. To me, the sunflowers refer to our solar plexus. To me, the solar plexus, the sunflowers, is about our will, what we want. And we've been taught, particularly, I think a lot of women have been taught, that it's a bad thing to want things. It's a bad thing to have an ego. It's a bad thing to have a need. But it's not. It's only a bad thing if you try and push it on other people. If you're trying to meet your own needs, then it's a really powerful, beautiful thing. And that really then ties me right the way back to the Three of Swords. Because if you can't say to somebody else what you need, if you can't say to yourself what you need, then how are you ever going to step into this Queen of Wands and meet your own needs and feel, independent and joyful and excited by life? So I think it's an exciting week this week. Just running through them one more time before I turn to the card at the bottom of the pack. The key advice for the week is about speaking your truth. This for you may be in really small things. It may be saying to your boss, no, I'm not working overtime tomorrow. I'm having dinner with my family. It might be saying to your partner, no, I'm not cooking dinner. You can do that. It might be saying to your child, I feel uncomfortable with the way you're speaking to me. This may be really small things, or it may be one big conversation. You'll know for you. The Eight of Pentacles is whatever you're doing this week, be focused on it. Do it to the best of your abilities. Maybe you decide to really focus on one area of your life. And the Queen of Wands, to me, it's that sunflower. It's trusting your solar plexus. It's doing what you need to do, what feels right for you. And the card at the bottom of the pack is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is, obviously it's linked to the Three of Swords. We have three swords across the top here. It is about when we verbalize our feelings, our needs, our emotions to someone else, or even to ourselves through a journal or through talking out loud, then we feel what we really need. It kind of opens up our heart chakra. It opens up our emotions. And with the Ace of Swords at the bottom here, it really does lead to a new way of seeing the world. It's like I'm trying to put it into words. It's like suddenly we realize that we are a part of how we create the world around us. I work with so many people, and I know I'm guilty of this myself. We never actually say what we want. We never say what we need, and then we wonder why we never get our needs met. And so this is turning the other way round. This is about really understanding what it is you want this week, about speaking from the heart, speaking emotionally, speaking honestly. It's about systemizing your life, getting jobs done, getting things to focus, moving into, perhaps if you've been, as I have, lucky enough to have quite a relaxing Christmas and New Year, this is about the gears changing and moving into, yes, I'm moving back into being productive, however that means for you, but doing it your way. Trusting that if you really desire something, or if there's something that you really want to do, as long as it's not hurting or taking from other people, you're just going to do it. And that, to me, the Four of Swords, that really reflects, I think, the peace. Hopefully, apart from key workers, who I know some are really overwhelmed right now, there are many of us who find that we have a bit more space in our life than we used to, a bit more peace in our life than we used to, a bit more room around the edges to work out who we really are. And so if you are in a position to have that extra time and peace, and I certainly am, because much of my life used to be driving the kids around. I'm really lucky. I've got 4 kids. They got on exceptionally well, and they're quite comfortable spending a lot of time together. So I do have more time in my life because I have a lot less driving to do. So if, like me, you are in that position of having a bit more time in your life, I guess, looking at the cards here, the message is to use that time to find yourself. So I hope that has been helpful. It's lovely to have people here. I will read through all the comments at the end. Have a wonderful week, and I will be back next Sunday.